What's up? Welcome back to my channel. Today, not working out, not trying to get steps in. I'm actually going to be eating all protein. Going to be comparing protein bars, figuring out which is the best protein bar. I'm gonna be looking for, as far as the best protein bar, is the one that gives you the most protein for your calorie buck. So we're looking at actually how much protein is in these for how many calories they're worth. And gotta talk about taste. We want them to taste good. How's the texture? How's the flavor? So I'm sticking a lot with peanut butter and chocolate flavor. That's kind of the flavor I really like the most. So most of these are some combination of either chocolate chip or peanut butter chocolate chip. I got a couple of other things going on when I didn't have access to those flavors. Power Crunch, 13 grams of protein. By the way, I have this information written down if you see me looking off. I really did write this down here in case I ripped the package or something. So 13 grams of protein, 200 calories. It's got wafers. I like the texture a lot. I like that it's coated in chocolate, although that could get really melty if you're keeping this in your gym bag or in your purse. This may be the best protein bar taste I've ever had. It tastes like a candy bar. That is most impressive. Power Crunch, that's 10 out of 10 for flavor. I will say, not super impressed with the macros. 13 grams of protein for 200 calories is pretty meh. I really like to get around 20 grams of protein for 200 calories, 18 grams of protein for 200 calories. That's where I like to fall with my protein bars. So I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 10 for actual protein, but flavor, that's delicious. This is vegan. Vega protein bar, 190 calories, but not very much protein, only 10 grams of protein. The texture is not terrible. I don't like that. Yeah. I'm gonna give that a 2 for flavor. And a 4. 3 or 4 for a protein content. I've heard a lot of hype about these guys. A lot of hype. I actually got this one. I can't grab these in the stores. From what I can tell, you have to order these by the box. My best friend had these, so she gave me one. Black cherry chocolate cream. She said some of the other flavors are her favorite, like the coconut. She wouldn't give me one of those. All right, so the macros on this one, 15 grams of protein for 110 calories. That's actually really good. 15 grams of protein, only 110 calories. That's really good. All right, let's see if it tastes any good. It's a lot more liquidy than I would like a protein bar to be. Really, and maybe some people like that. The flavor is good. And I'm not even a fruity kind of person when it comes to bars. And I like it. It was kind of caramely. That's what I was surprised about. Can you see? I don't expect that from a protein bar. I don't expect kind of ooey gooiness. But that could be really delicious if I was expecting it. You know, sometimes you're surprised by things. That surprised me. Do I have some on my teeth now? Okay, I'm gonna try it again. Expecting that now. All right. I'm giving Built Bars 10 out of 10 for the macro content. Like I said, 15 grams of protein for 110 calories. That's really good. Flavor, I'm gonna give them an 8. The texture's just throwing me, but I could probably get used to that. Expecting that could be key. The flavor's really pretty good. These used to be my go-to when I first started lifting. I like the little crunchies. So it has little crispy pieces. This tastes like a candy bar to me. This is delicious. Although I will say, this Power Crunch, it totally beat it for flavor. This is better. I've never had this before. So this, as far as macro content, it's really high in calorie. I'm gonna have to do the math. I'm not good at math on the spot, but if we split this in half to be a normal size, 15 grams of protein for, what's 380 divided by 2? 300, that's 150, and 80, 40. It's 190 calories for 15 grams of protein. Well, remember this one, only 110 calories for 15 grams of protein. So that goes what, a 7? Maybe a 7 or an 8, maybe an 8 for protein content. But you don't want to eat this whole thing necessarily. Eat a smaller one, eat half of it. Think bars have 20 grams of protein. Think bars have 230 calories. Again with the softness. I am not used to that. I like my protein bars to have a little more crunch than that. Look at that. I was not ready for that. I need to get ready for softness. It's really like doughy. That's the word, doughy. You know what this reminds me of? I used to be extremely overweight. I was obese. I've done all the different kind of weird diets. And the diet that I was on was MetaFast. That was the worst diet I've ever been on. I had these bars. It tasted like this. It tastes like a MetaFast bar. That's not a good thing. Bars, That's like a 5 for flavor. Maybe less. Maybe a 4 for flavor. And they're just kind of meh for the protein content. Maybe like a 5 for that too. This is not scientific, by the way. If you hadn't noticed, I didn't get a graph out and like say like exactly which. This is all just me. This is all just me. I'm telling you like what I would think like as a consumer of protein products, as a coach, like what I would tell my clients to do. By the way, this video came about because I got a message from a client. She's been really struggling with her protein content, and I asked her to start taking pictures of her food. And when she sent me the pictures, and I said, what kind of bar is that? Because I couldn't really see it, and she told me it, and I was like, what's the protein in it? And she actually never even told me. She's like, they lied, that's not a protein bar. There was hardly any protein in it. And she really thought, she's like, I thought it was a protein bar. It was more like a cereal bar. There's, protein is a real buzzword. They put it on everything these days. So just because something says the word protein in it, it does not mean it's a really good source of protein. You can put protein on anything, but it has a little bit of protein in it. Don't fall for the hype. Really know what amount of protein you're getting for what calorie cost. And that's what this is all about here today. And I'm gonna tell you a secret. I've kind of stopped eating protein bars. Not getting sponsored by any of these people now. I don't really eat protein bars anymore. And here's why I don't really eat them. What I discovered is I was kind of using them as like a yummy kind of chocolatey treat. And when I stopped eating them, I just ran out of them. I ran out of them one day. I won't tell you right now which one I used to eat all the time, but I ran out of them, and so I didn't buy them. And what I realized is I had more calories. Okay, and also here's the thing, I'd gotten around to eating 2 a day, so I was up to like 400 calories worth of protein bars. And what I started doing is just getting protein more at meals. Like I would have more chicken, I would have more pork, I'd have more fish, get my protein in that way for fewer calories. And then I would just have some calories left over that I could use on like an actual treat, like a couple of cookies. Do you see what I'm saying? So I'd still have my chocolatey treat. It just wouldn't contain any protein. I didn't need to trick myself into eating the treat by saying like, oh, it's gonna have protein. I just got my protein somewhere else and had the dang chocolate. So that's kind of the approach I've been taking. There's nothing wrong with having a protein bar, and it's a really great portable option. I really do like it for people who like, they just need something portable. That's great. Let's find you one though that has a really great calorie to protein ratio. I don't know much about these, except I feel like every time I get a gift bag somewhere, like standing in line for Black Friday at Target, these are in my bag. I like go to a race somewhere, these are in my bag. So I feel like they have good marketing. That's what I feel about these guys. That's literally all I know about them. I don't know if I've ever even tasted one. They're always in my goodie bag. So 200 calories for, let's see how many grams of protein. Does that say 8? It does. 8 grams of protein, 200 calories. Not impressed, Luna Bar. Yeah, see, for me, that's already not worth it. That's just not worth it. 8 grams of protein. There's 6 grams of protein in an egg. You know how many calories an egg is? Isn't an egg like 70 calories? An egg's like 70 calories for 6 grams of protein. 200 calories? Now, if you're like, well, I'd rather eat chocolate than an egg, again, eat the egg and have some chocolate. You'll have calories left over. All right, maybe it tastes really, really good. Oh my gosh, it already does not taste really good. It tastes medicine-y. Like there's a smell. I like that it has Krispies. I'm a fan of anything with a crispy texture, like Rice Krispies. But there was an immediate, I can't even call it an aftertaste because it hit as I was putting it in my mouth. It was like a smell that went along with it. Yeah, this is the worst one yet. So that's like can I give it a 0? I'm gonna give it a 1. That's a 1 for flavor, and it's a 1 for protein content. No. Muscle milk. I'm just gonna read, this is why I wrote it on the paper because I knew I wouldn't be able to see this. Muscle milk, 20 grams of protein. Okay, good, 20 grams of protein, 250 calories. Again, like I said, I really like to come closer to 200. If I get 20 grams of protein, if we could get closer to 200, maybe if it's like 210 even. Okay, it's solid. I like that. I prefer a solid protein bar. Oh, it's not solid. Oh my gosh, they keep tricking me. It's chewy again. It's not as gooey as the Built Bar. It's not as gooey as this. It's not as gooey. You know what kind of reminds me of? Kind of reminds me of one of those dipped granola bars from Quaker, which means it's pretty good. Like if it tastes like a granola bar, that's not so bad. That's not so bad. Yeah, like it's not terrible. Like if somebody gave this to me and this was my protein, I wouldn't be like, ugh, I don't want to eat that. I wouldn't pick it like it's not this good. Like this was good. It's not like, ooh, that was good, but it's okay. I give it maybe like a 7 for taste and like maybe like a 6 for protein. Until like last October, these were what I was eating. Now, interestingly, it's not that crunchy texture I said I liked, and I don't even remember how I started eating them, but I did, and I liked them after I got used to the texture. So that's the one thing about a lot of these protein bars, you have to get used to the texture. I think I probably kept with them because the macro ratios are so good. It's 20 grams of protein. This is, I think, 190. So it depends on which bar you get. This is 190. I think this is the oatmeal chocolate chip. I was eating the chocolate chip, and I think it's 20 grams for 200 calories, and I really like that. Like, that's 10 out of 10 for me for protein content. That's amazing. Not very appealing looking. But like I said, I got used to the flavor. It's been a while. Yeah, so now I don't like it because the texture is not great. It's not great. Quest bar, your texture sucks. But I got used to it and I liked them. I remember thinking it was a really great treat. Like, it felt like a really great treat for a while. I just get used to anything. But I think Quest bar, oh, yeah, I do not like them anymore. That's like a 4 for flavor, maybe even a 3. But for macros, you know, protein content to calorie content, that's a 10, baby. If you can stomach the flavor. And you know, it's important to like the food you eat, so don't just stomach it just to stomach it. Pick something else. I used to eat these for a long time too. I like these. The flavor of these, at least it used to be. It's been a while. I'm gonna try them and see if I still like them. Again, 200 calories for 20 grams of protein. That's a 10 out of 10 for macros. That's a 10 out of 10. Let's try it for flavor. I hope it's good. I hope it's good. I want it to be good for you. I want to have some good recommendations for you. Oh, that's much better. Look, already the texture. There's some firmness to it. It's not doughy. It's not doughy. And there's some little crispies in there if you like some crunch. That's good. Okay, here's the thing. Doesn't taste like a candy bar. Like this tasted like a candy bar, but it's good. Macros on this are really good. So I'd say 10 out of 10 protein to calorie ratio, 9 out of 10 for flavor. That's up there. Pure protein. Cliff Bar. These are everywhere. Like they're ubiquitous. This one's the Cool Mint Chocolate. It contains caffeine. That could be a good thing if you need a little bit of energy. I don't know if caffeine is in most of these. That's interesting. That's the first one I've noticed that on. Maybe it's in more of these. I wasn't comparing that anyway, but that actually interests me. If you want some energy, I wonder if there's enough in here to actually do anything. So let's see. These guys, I'm just gonna look at the package because now I can't find it on my paper. Cliff Bar. Well, yeah, 10 grams of protein, 250 calories. So it's not stellar. It's not stellar. I would want, yeah, it's not so good. I would want at least 20 grams and it's 250 calories. So yeah, that's pretty low. That's like a 6 or a 7 for me. That's not so great for me. Nutrition for sustained energy. Maybe. Maybe. Okay, it's got cute little icing. They get some points for looking cute. Presentation is cute. I'm a little worried about the texture. It looks funky. I've never had a Cliff Bar, I don't think. Let's see. That's not bad. I could do that. If the macros were good on this one, I would be like, that would be on my list. Okay, I like the texture. It looks kind of funky, but it actually, I like it. It's not ooey gooey. It's got a lot of nice those little crispies. And this cool mint flavor, like it's a nice mint. It's not a yucky mint. That's a good mint. So, I'd give that like an 8 or a 9 for flavor. Macros, that's like a 6 or a 7. Yeah. They need to get more protein in here. I wonder if they can do that. Can they do that for me? Cliff Bars, can you do that for me? All right, RX Bars. I know these guys are known for having few ingredients, like there's hardly anything in them. That's their shtick, like that's the ingredients. When you look at an RX bar, it tells you exactly what's in it. Egg whites, 3 egg whites, 14 peanuts, 2 dates, no BS. Okay, so that's only 3 ingredients. You're not gonna count no BS. 12 grams of protein. 12 grams of protein and 200 calories. Not so great. Not so great. You know, it's like a lot, 7 or 8. I'm probably not being standardized with numbers. I would want more protein for 200 calories, right? 200 calories, I want more protein. I'm already not liking the look of it. That just does not look appealing to me. You know, and it's mostly, isn't it mostly dates? It looks like dates. No, it's 2 dates. I guess it's mostly egg whites and dates and peanuts. Oh no. Oh my gosh, the smell. Oh no. 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 Even just the smell. I wish there was smell of it. Smell. Oh no. The texture's terrible. The smell, like you're about to taste a bite. Oh no. I don't even want to finish chewing that. I didn't bring anything over here to spit it into though. I'm not spitting live on camera. No. Oh gosh. My drink is empty. Okay. Oh, there she is. My lovely daughter will bring me, she's gonna bring me a LaCroix because she loves me. Okay, that was just yuck. Thank you. Thank you, dear daughter. Okay, yuck. People like these though. I hear good things about these. Okay guys, for me, that's like a negative. That's like a 0 minus. It's like a -1 or 2. Maybe a -5 for flavor and texture. And it was just meh with the macros. What did I say, 12? 12 grams of protein for 200 calories. All right, 12 grams of protein. You could eat 2 eggs. That's 140 calories. You still have 60 calories left. Like, go have a Hershey Kiss or 2. Oh my gosh, that was nasty. How many calories in a Hershey Kiss? 20 grams of protein, 220 calories. Okay, that's actually really good. Like I said, I like around 20 grams of protein for 200 calories, but 20 grams of protein for 220. That's pretty good. What do we say, like 9? That's like a 9. Maybe they'll be good. Okay, I'm starting to feel a little bit nauseous. It doesn't smell good. You can't smell it. I keep holding it up to you. You still can't smell it. It looks like a nice little candy bar. You know, it's got this kind of firm texture. Interestingly, I've gotten used to the smell. After my experience with the RX bar, I'm hesitant to eat. All right, it's not disgusting me. Macros are good. Flavor was eh. That was not a good flavor. I mean, flavor, smell. Smell. The flavor's not bad. It's not disgusting. I bet a person could get used to this and find this good. For macros, they're that good. I give them a 9 for macros. It's a very neutral flavor. Like, it doesn't taste like much. That's not saying something for food. Do you really want your food to be like, oh, that didn't taste like anything? So I guess I can't give it a high rating. Maybe a 6, 5 or a 6. This might be worth a shot. The macros are good, and it's not a terrible flavor. You might even like the flavor. Like, it's not gross. That's great advertising. 1 bars. We're not gross. I'm their new spokesperson. I am. My dream sponsor is Lucky Charms. General Mills, will you sponsor me? Okay, Lara Bar. Here's something interesting. I looked at this when I picked it up. This is always sold with the protein bars, right? You've seen these. They're everywhere. They're everywhere. Okay, if you want to know how much protein is in this thing, take a guess. Take a guess. It is tiny. Take a guess at how much protein is in here. It would be called a protein bar. And in fact, it's not. And I'll read you packaging. There's 3 grams of protein. There's 3. You can eat half an egg to get this much protein. And there's 210 calories for those 3 grams of protein. That's not a protein bar. And they know they're not a protein bar. You know how they know they're, you know why I know that they know? They don't call themselves a protein bar. Listen to what they call themselves. Lara Bar. The original fruit and nut food bar. It's a food bar. A bar of food. Who's the brilliant mind behind that? We're gonna call it a food bar. No, that's not even good. It kind of tastes like if you, oh, there was a really nice tasty chocolatey bit there. Okay, here's the thing. There's some really good, like, solid, yummy chocolate in there, guys. If you made cookie dough and let it just kind of sit for a while. It was starting to get stale. That doesn't sound very good. Like, it's almost like cookie dough. All right, I'm actually kind of liking the flavor now. Food bars, they're delicious. Okay, the macronutrients on this are terrible. That's a 0 or a 1. Like, that's 0. The flavor's pretty good. I give them maybe an 8. This one is an Ollie bar. I've never heard of an Ollie bar. In fact, it's not even bar shaped. It is a cookie shaped. Protein Perfection. 190 calories, 12 grams of protein. It does look like a giant cookie. Probably not going to taste like a cookie, so that might backfire. It looks like a cookie, but it doesn't taste like a cookie. Let's see. Food is so funny sometimes. Like, I thought it was going to be gross, and I thought it was going to be okay, and then went back to gross. I don't love it. Those crispy things are in there again. I like that. Again, I really think like when you look at it, I'm like, ooh, that's gonna be good. And it's not. It's almost flavorless. It's almost flavorless, but with a little bit of an aftertaste. Yeah. So that's just meh. What, like a 6 for the macros and like a 4 for the flavor. I'm not loving that. Suggestion for you in protein bars, and I've got one more left to try. And I'll kind of sum this all up. You don't have to do protein bars. You don't have to do protein powder. You need to get protein in. One of the best ways to get protein in is to take the amount of protein that you should be getting. So think about just straight up easiest way. You could do a little less than this, but straight up easiest way, multiply your lean body mass, so your goal weight is a good way to figure that out, by 1. That's how much protein you should have. You could go a little bit lower to 0.72. It's just more math. Somewhere in there between 0.72 and 1 gram per protein pound lean body weight. That's how much protein you should be getting. Take that number, divide it by 3. That's how much protein you have at each of your 3 meals. If you have 4 meals per day, divide it by 4. And then just up your portion sizes. Have, instead of this much chicken, have that much chicken. You'll be able to get your protein in. If you want a bar, you can do it. There's no problem with it. Pick a good one. All right, last one here. The Zone Perfect Nutrition Bar. They call it a nutrition bar. They do not call it a protein bar, but it has 14 grams of protein. So, all right, last one here. The Zone Perfect Nutrition Bar. They call it a nutrition bar. They do not call it a protein bar, but it has 14 grams of protein. Okay, there's a nice crunch, but there's an aftertaste. Dang, that aftertaste will get you. All right, I give this like a 6 or 7 for the macros and like a 5 for the flavor. All right, so here's how the summary goes. If we're talking straight up macros, the best ones, pure protein. Where's my Quest bar? Quest bar, Built bar. Those were really good for macros. If you're gonna eat these, a lot of people don't like these. This texture is weird. If you don't like that texture, don't go for them. I think this could be a real winner. They've got a lot of good flavors. And like I said, I just wasn't expecting that squishy carameliness, but maybe if you're expecting it, just know it. If you're gonna taste this, it is not firm at all. There's some gooiness going on there. These I really like. These, like, they taste kind of candy bar-ish. 20 grams of protein, 200 calories. There's a handful of flavors of these guys. Okay, as far as straight up flavor, like what tastes best, this guy. This thing is good. What is this? Power Crunch. But it's really kind of meh. 13 grams of protein. What was the calories? Come on, Kim, come on. What was the calories? And what is this even called? Power Crunch. 200 calories. I would want more protein. For this, I'd rather just buy a Snickers bar, right? This does not taste as good as a Snickers bar. For protein bars, that's really good, but for me, it's just not worth it. I, again, would rather just eat some chicken, some eggs, some fish, and buy myself a Snickers or a Reese cup. So these are my winners. Built bar, pure protein, Quest bar. Don't do it. Don't do it. I am going to go take a walk and wash my mouth out, brush my teeth. Thanks for being here with me today. If you like this video, if you found it helpful, hit the subscribe button. Tell me, what is your favorite protein bar? Did I miss it? Should I try it?